for you long. I just really wanted to pop in here and share this thought that I had. So, as you know, I've been studying and I've been learning and I've been embodying and allowing it to flow through my life. But what I'm talking about now is something that Neville Goddard shares often in his work. And so I started really internalizing and like really diving in to see if I could really understand it so that I could apply it to my own life. And so part of it was act like you are enough. And so what I thought about that is when I really started diving into it, I started realizing that many of us don't act like we're enough. Why don't we act like we're enough? Because we don't believe it. Because we have been conditioned, especially women, especially my women, have been conditioned to feel like we are not enough, to feel like there has to be something outside of ourselves in order to make us feel like we are enough. Particularly, words of affirmation, confirmation, people that say beautiful things to us, but we have been conditioned in this way. And so now, because we have entered into the age of Aquarius and to this time of enlightenment, it is time to open up the doors to permission to act like we know. It's time to open up the doors and begin to really use our imagination in a way that's going to most serve us, to open these doors and give our own selves the permission that we are seeking. Allow ourselves to be great. Allow ourselves to know that we are enough, regardless of who we are, what we do, how we look, what we feel like, any of those things, just knowing that I am enough. And so when you begin to go on this journey so that you can uncover, the thing that's going to help you to know and be able to act like you are enough. Now, one thing I'm going to share is I want you to begin to really create visualizations and use your imagination to share with yourself how you feel like you are enough. Do you have the job that you want? Do you have the car that you want? Do you have the house that you want? If not, your job is to create those in your imagination so that you can feel like all of those things are yours if that is something that is important to you. So many times we negate the feeling of the thing that we desire, but the thing is it's all there for you and you can do it so easily. And our imagination is a tool that we have so many years neglected to use. And so I'm sharing, my understanding of this whole technique, the law of assumption, which is so freaking amazing. The law of assumption says that you can assume a thing and it is. Now, what the problem with it is you have to assume it and you have to believe it. Because many times there are so many people that are doing these techniques, but they leave out the fact that the feeling really is the secret. The feeling is really the secret. So once you begin to feel like you're enough, then you know what that does? That produces action on your part, because once you begin to feel like you're enough, then you'll begin to do more things. You'll begin to take more risks. You'll begin to open your life to more opportunities and more experiences. That is what the key is understanding how to use this law in a way that makes you feel good. You start to feel it, because I'm telling you, I have been saying affirmations and they call them something else in the church. I can't remember what it is right now, but we've been saying those for decades. And some of them I've been saying for decades without any resolution, without anything coming through for me. But now that I have cracked this code and found out this secret, I don't say affirmations that I don't feel. So I feel into the affirmations even as I am creating them. I feel into them to see what kind of reaction, what kind of feeling is it going to give me in my body. And that's one of the things that I'm just so excited about bringing this forth so that people can get a deeper understanding. Not only that, I try really hard to make it simple, because sometimes it's complicated to the point that it's gate kept. And so it's so complicated, nobody can seem to understand it, and you gotta try to get it spiritually and all this stuff, and that's really good too. However, sometimes just need to know, what to do. You just need to know what it is. And so once you realize that, then you'll begin to learn how to act like you are already enough. Act like everything that you desire is already here. You're already enough. You give yourself permission, you give yourself license, to be enough. Give yourself permission, give yourself license. Tell yourself that you are enough. Doesn't matter what anybody else says about you. It's how do you feel about yourself? Tell yourself it is already enough. It's enough. It is enough. So this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you if you are watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are on TikTok, follow me there at Intuitive Tammy, where I do live readings. I'm teaching all about metaphysics and spiritual gifts and talking about diseases and root causes of them. I'm also doing prayers, healings, and activations and messages from spirit and messages from heaven as they come through. So if that's something that you're looking for, follow me over there. Again, I thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again tomorrow for another live, and we'll talk about some other stuff. So thank you for hanging out with me. And if you're, like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe so you get notified when I pop in to do these little short, brief videos that I'm doing just to help you along the way. And then if you are looking for a space, and especially if you are a healer and looking for a space to come together to work on your psychic gifts, and it's called Unlocking Your Psychic Potential Development Circle. If you are, if you aren't, that is perfectly okay, but it is $100 a month, and we are starting in September. So I would love it if you would join me. We're doing weekly Zoom classes. So that's something that, is going to be amazing. There's community. And if you're on Facebook, I'm doing a private Facebook group for those people that are on there. Everybody I know is not, but in case people are, there's a private group. And it's just a place for community and for us to come together and learn and grow. All right. So again, thank you so much for hanging out. I am appreciative of your time. And I hope that your day is magical. And I'll see you on tomorrow. Bye now.